I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Police say a mother-son theft team from Port Jervis have been taken into custody, but only after the handcuffed son had jumped from the Delaware River Bridge in an attempt to avoid capture. The drama played out Monday afternoon after officers with Eastern Pike Regional Police spotted a car that had been linked to a series of thefts at the Walmart in Westfall Township. When the car was stopped on the bridge, the driver, 53-year-old Carol Barron, was taken into custody, but her son, 20-year-old Brian Barron, broke away with handcuffs on and jumped over the bridge and into the Delaware. He turned himself into police after reaching shore. He was treated and later released from Bon Secours Hospital. He was charged with flight to avoid prosecution and escape. Police say theft charges will be added. Carol Barron has been charged with retail theft, criminal conspiracy, and receiving stolen property. Both mother and son are being held on $25,000 bail. Today was their chance to impress. Those representing the 9 casino gambling contenders here in the Hudson Valley and Catskills are pitching their respective proposals before members of the State Gaming Facility Location Board during presentations in Albany. This morning, 45-minute presentations were made by those representing the Mohegan Sun Concord project in Kiamisha Lake, the Grand Hudson Resort and Casino that would be built near Stewart Airport, and the proposed Hudson Valley Casino and Resort in the town of Newburgh. The Times-Herald Record reporter Steve Israel has been listening to the presentations.
If there's one theme emerging, I think it's that everyone seems to acknowledge that the Catskills is going to get one casino. People talk about the need constantly of the Catskills. Even the Newburgh project, the Hudson Valley Casino project, even those folks seem to acknowledge that, yes, we know Sullivan County or maybe else is going to get one, but we wouldn't hurt it. So that's a theme that seems to be emerging so far.
Keep checking here at Record Online throughout the day for updates on the casino presentations. Up to 2 casino licenses are expected to be granted in this region at some point in the weeks ahead. It is primary day here in New York State, and those who head to the polls will be deciding a number of ballot positions for the November election. Registered Democrats statewide will choose between incumbent Governor Andrew Cuomo and Democrat challenger Zephyr Teachout and their Lieutenant Governor running mates Kathy Hochul and Tim Wu. In Curious Joel, primary voting brought a number of observers to the Karen Plaza polling place. There's been controversy over who should serve as elections inspectors in KJ. Earlier today, Orange County Elections Commissioner David Green paid a visit to the Curious Joel polling site.
I think everything's gone very smoothly, very well. We have poll watchers, and I think they've been doing their job, and inspectors I have found today to be very orderly, and there has not been a problem.
Polls close at 9 tonight. Keep clicking here at Record Online for any primary day developments along with election results as soon as they become available. Violence against women. It is an issue very much in the news this week, with the most recent revelations concerning now suspended pro football player Ray Rice and the punch he threw that rendered his then fiancée unconscious. Against that backdrop, officials with the Mental Health Association of Orange County showcased their clothesline project earlier today at the SUNY Orange Middletown campus. Area victims of domestic violence and sexual assault have made T-shirts with their personal messages of pain that were on display outside Motherson Hall. Those who were viewing it say they hope the national attention given the Ray Rice case will make us more aware of the domestic violence issue.
It happens every day, and it's ignored or not spoken about. And with a famous figure like Ray Rice, it's disgusting that people do find him to be a role model, and hopefully it will spread more awareness to the situation.
That people tend to, keep to themselves, don't really want to talk about, maybe because of embarrassment or what people will think. So we want to make sure more people feel comfortable reporting it and, talking about it, because it does happen.
The Clothesline Project and its call for an end to violence against women will be back on display Thursday in the lobby of Kaplan Hall on the SUNY Orange Newburgh campus. Mental Health Association's crisis services hotline numbers are 1-800-832-1200 within Orange County. Outside Orange County, that hotline number is 845-346-HELP. Elsewhere, 3 Saugerties teenagers have been arrested for damaging vehicles and a store with a BB gun. Saugerties police say they began receiving complaints Sunday from people who reported their vehicles had sustained damage from BBs, and the manager of the washboard laundromat at West Bridge Street reported that a window to the building had been shot out. An investigation determined that teenagers were shooting BB rifles from the porch of a house on East Bridge Street. 17-year-old Thomas Murray, 18-year-old Brandon Stokes, and a 15-year-old were charged with a misdemeanor reckless endangerment and criminal mischief. Saugerties police say more arrests may be made. And back on August 18th, the Hosking Farm dairy barn in Mount Hope went up in flames. Investigators determined that a bad bearing in the barn's hay elevator motor created the spark that set off the massive blaze that destroyed the barn, the milking equipment, along with about $40,000 worth of hay. Now work is progressing on a rebuild that includes a separate hay barn. Farm owner Mike Hosking says there was never any question that he'd get back in business, despite the estimated cost of $100,000 to rebuild and the lost income from hay and milk sales. He says insurance will cover about $80,000. The rest, he says, has come from the overwhelming support he's received from friends, neighbors, and even strangers.
I was lucky enough to have enough insurance to hopefully rebuild the barn. We'll find out when all the bills come in, but then we're gonna, my oldest daughter started a fund account for people wanting to help, and that was in close to she's collected close to $20,000, which is phenomenal. I mean, I'm just blown away by people's generosity and the way they, they've come together. The community has, everybody in the community. The church, first 2 days, churches in Otisville brought us lunches for the guys working, and people have stopped by that I don't even know, and they've got out of their cars and worked for hours helping. And I found money in my door of my house that people dropped off, and it's just unbelievable the way people have responded to this. It was a tragedy, but it restored my faith in people, I can tell you that.
Currently, Hosking makes a 20-minute commute to tend to his relocated milk cows. He hopes to be able to bring his girls home into a newly built home by November 1st. The local forecast includes a mix of sun and clouds and maybe a little light rain mixed in. It'll be partly cloudy Wednesday with a slight chance of a passing shower. Temperatures will reach the upper 70s. Thursday should also be partly cloudy with maybe a late day thunderstorm. The highs Thursday will be up around 80 degrees. We'll get the news and information to help start your day in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. And breaking news is always just a click away right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.